one hand. He came in the corner at the 6th round and said, my hand is hurting. If you look at the tape, I said, man, I don't want to hear that. Fight through it.
That looked like a submission. You hear me? Let me get
Check this out.
Cal, you guys calm down. Listen to me.
Okay, hey, come on now.
Tank don't with Coach Cal. When Tank was walking up, it looked like Coach Cal was about to give him that hug like he always do, and Tank just brushed him off like they hit him. Whoop, excuse me. Get out of here now.
During the highly anticipated Lamont Roach fight, tension soared to a boiling point when coach Calvin Ford unexpectedly erupted over Gervonta Davis's on-air arguing. Known for his calm and disciplined demeanor, Ford's sudden outburst sent shockwaves through the boxing community. Fans and analysts alike were left scrambling to understand the intense and heated exchange that unfolded.
All the people that say I be spreading false narratives and I don't know what I'm talking about, Tank don't. Coach Cal, look, check it out.
Cal, you guys calm down. Listen to me.
And then, look, Tank lost it. He totally lost it.
For years, Calvin Ford has been closely associated with Gervonta Davis's ascent in the world of boxing. Their partnership, bolstered by Ford's guidance and the support of longtime collaborator Kenny Ellis, became a cornerstone of Davis's training regimen. Their bond was often likened to legendary boxer-trainer relationships, embodying both technical expertise and deep personal loyalty. When an unexpected argument erupted during the Roach fight, it wasn't merely a clash over tactics, it was a deeply personal moment that tested the foundation of their long-standing connection.
Now it seems like Coach Cal on point, so you're not paying Tank no mind. And Tank go over here, he go to this nigga, and watch this he do. He gonna lift his jacket up, and like, our conversation is a secret, I don't want him to hear it. Type. Like, yo, what's up with Coach Cal and Tank? They really don't with each other? Like, look, and he brushed him off again, like, don't touch me type. Like, you see that?
According to multiple sources and leaked audio clips circulating on social media, the incident occurred during the high-pressure environment of the fight. As Davis seemed to vent or question decisions mid-action, Ford lost his composure. His reaction was raw and unfiltered, a blend of disbelief and frustration, as he scolded Davis for what he perceived as a breakdown in focus and discipline. While the exact wording has sparked widespread debate, the general agreement is that Ford's comments were stern, underscoring his firm belief that a true champion must maintain emotional control, even in the fiercest moments of competition.
How he telling the person that taught him how to box who he should be listening to? Tank done lost it. The money, all that went to his head. Twitter done went to his head. He lost it. He's gone, bro. I'm telling you.
Clips of Calvin Ford's heated exchange have gone viral, sparking divided reactions among fans. Some applaud his no-nonsense approach, while others empathize with the immense pressure Gervonta Davis faces in high-stakes bouts. Analysts suggest that such moments, though controversial, reveal the raw intensity of boxing. Some view it as a necessary wake-up call, while others fear it could disrupt the harmony within Davis's camp. In follow-up interviews, Ford clarified that his absence from Davis's corner during the Roach fight was not a permanent split but a temporary shift in roles. He emphasized that the core training structure remains intact and that Davis is still part of his broader family. "Calvin ain't going nowhere. Calvin is Pops, he ain't going anywhere," Davis said 6 weeks before the fight. However, Ford was notably absent from Davis's corner this time, and the 30-year-old fighter may have paid the price, suffering the first non-victory of his career. While Davis expected Ford to be there on March 1st, the seasoned coach had his own reasons for stepping away. For years, fans had grown accustomed to the iconic duo of Ford and Kenny Ellis, a partnership as legendary as Mike Tyson and Cus D'Amato or Canelo and Eddie Reynoso. Their trio with Davis became a cornerstone of the fight game, making Ford's absence all the more surprising. When Barry Hunter stepped into Davis's corner, it wasn't the sight fans had anticipated. The reasons behind the shakeup remain unclear, but Ford offered some insight in a conversation with Fight Hub TV. "I'm still part of it, just from a different perspective," he said. Ford expressed eagerness to see how Davis's training would translate in the ring, recalling Roach's relentless work ethic from their frequent sparring sessions in the past. Perhaps the narrative people are spinning isn't quite what it seems, Ford added, downplaying any notion of a rift. He stressed that the foundation of their training remained unchanged and that this was merely a temporary adjustment. The reporter clarified that there was no suggestion of a fallout between Ford and Davis, but rather curiosity about whether the brief separation had strengthened their bond. Ford likened it to family dynamics, where time apart can deepen appreciation. "He came to see me, he knows I spend time with my amateurs," Ford explained. Though he wasn't overseeing Davis's training directly, knowing Davis was working hard provided him with reassurance. When Ford returned to the gym, he could see in Davis's eyes that he had been missed just as much as he had missed Davis. Barry Hunter also offered reassurance, stating, "Calvin will be there, Coach Barry will be there, Coach Boogie will be there, and Kenny will be there as well." He downplayed the significance of the change, noting that adjustments to Davis's corner had happened before. Hunter, who has been connected to Davis since his amateur days, emphasized that the team is like family and urged fans not to jump to conclusions based on internet speculation. This explosive episode serves as a reminder that even the most successful teams are not immune to internal friction. For Davis, it could be a moment of introspection, ensuring that passion doesn't compromise performance in the ring. For Ford, it's an opportunity to reaffirm his commitment to the discipline that has driven Davis's success. In the high-stakes world of professional boxing, moments like these are as unpredictable as they are inevitable. Ford's fiery response highlights the razor-thin margins between victory and defeat. Whether this incident leads to long-term changes or becomes a minor footnote in Davis's storied career remains to be seen. One thing is certain, the passion, loyalty, and occasional volatility behind the scenes continue to fuel the drama that makes boxing one of the most captivating sports in the world.
Roger never got trainer of the year when Floyd was fighter of the year. His dad never got trainer of the year. So, I've been openly expressing that, and I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
During his bout with Lamont Roach, Gervonta Davis took a knee, but the referee did not rule it as a knockdown, allowing Davis to use a towel to wipe his eyes. The fight concluded in a majority draw, with two judges scoring at 114 to 114 and the third narrowly favoring Davis at 115 to 113. However, had Roach been credited with a knockdown, it could have shifted the outcome in his favor, potentially securing him the victory under the same circumstances. The commission upheld the referee's in-ring decision, citing a technical issue that prevented the use of instant replay within the standard review timeframe. Davis later explained that he took a voluntary knee due to oil from his hair dripping into his eyes. The commission did not entertain the possibility of overturning the result but stated it would address technical issues to ensure instant replay feeds are available for future fights when needed. Davis retained his WBA lightweight title after the hard-fought draw, but the controversial result immediately fueled calls for a rematch against Roach, the WBA super featherweight champion and underdog who had exceeded expectations from the opening bell. Roach's team has since taken legal action, sending a formal notice to the New York State Athletic Commission, NYSAC, demanding the fight's outcome be overturned. They argue that a knockdown should have been acknowledged and that Davis risked disqualification when his trainer, Calvin Ford, stepped onto the ring apron to wipe his fighter's face moments after Davis took a knee. Roach's attorney, Greg Smith, urged the commission to declare Roach the rightful winner, either by TKO due to Davis effectively quitting the match, disqualification for using an illegal irritant, or by adjusting the scores to reflect the knockdown. Dan Raphael of Fight Freaks Unite first reported the story, sharing excerpts from the legal letter. It stated that Davis's actions, turning away from the action, walking to his corner, and partially exiting the ring, were clear signs he had retired or quit the match. Roach's team expressed confidence that the commission would side with public opinion and recognize him as the true winner. Meanwhile, WBA President Gilberto Mendoza confirmed on Sunday that he intends to push for a rematch between Davis and Roach. Both fighters have already expressed their willingness on social media, signaling their readiness for a second showdown. In the aftermath of the fight, Davis's team also reached out to Top Rank to explore a potential matchup with Vasily Lomachenko later this year. However, with the unresolved rivalry between Davis and Roach, all indications point to a lucrative rematch taking precedence before any other plans materialize. The controversy surrounding the fight has only heightened anticipation for their next encounter, ensuring the drama will continue to unfold in the ring.
You know something funny? When we was talking in like the 12th round, I think the 12th or 11th, we was talking right? But he like, you ain't gonna win. I said, why not? What you talking about? They like, they ain't gonna give it to you. I was like, oh, is that right? So, you know, that's how boxing work. It's sad to say, you know, that's how boxing work. I'm not like totally upset. I figured with a superstar, you won't get too much on paper. But I damn sure thought I had it. Especially when they announced the score for him. I was like, oh, they gonna give me a split decision win. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh here it go. But as soon as I heard that 114, I was just like, damn, all right, it's over with. So yeah, man, it's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's.
That said, the allegations surrounding the fight are far from the final chapter. The legal letter from Roach's team highlights that Calvin Ford, Davis's trainer, violated rules by wiping Davis's face during the bout, an action that could have led to disqualification. Roach's attorney argues that if referee Willis had acknowledged the knockdown, Roach would have secured victory by decision. Whether this argument will convince the New York State Athletic Commission, NYSAC, to overturn the fight's outcome remains unclear. Both fighters have expressed interest in a rematch, but the timing is still up in the air. The controversy has sparked widespread debate, particularly around Davis's decision to take a knee. George Kambosos Jr., a rival with whom Davis has exchanged heated words on social media, didn't hold back in criticizing the incident. Ouch, there goes the perfect record. That was a knockdown that ultimately made the difference, Kambosos remarked. He made it clear that, in his view, the knee should have been ruled a knockdown, which would have altered the fight's outcome. Kambosos added, the dwarf had to go at me from my losses to Haney and Loma. Time to look at yourself, wanky tanky. Great work, Roach. Respect. Tanky, the jig is up. It seems Davis can't catch a break, as the backlash continues to grow. Whether the appeal will change anything remains uncertain, but if it does, Davis's career could face a significant setback. The decision has already ignited outrage across the boxing world, with fans and analysts alike criticizing the referee's call and fueling a wave of controversy. The backlash has been so intense that the NYSAC is now re-examining the ruling. Meanwhile, Lamont Roach remains confident that the final verdict will swing in his favor. On Monday, Roach took to social media to share an update on the NYSAC's ongoing investigation. While he's eager for a rematch to settle the score, he's also open to an official review that could not only refine his record but also deliver the justice he believes he deserves. Word round the block, you all's favorite fight finally 3-1, not 3-0-1, he wrote, hinting that insider sources have suggested the NYSAC review might favor him. If the fight result is overturned, it would mark Davis's first professional loss since his debut over a decade ago. For Roach, it would be a monumental achievement, officially making him a two-time, two-division champion. Having already secured the WBA super featherweight title in 2023, a reversal by the NYSAC would also place Davis's WBA lightweight belt in his hands. Such a milestone would elevate Roach to stardom, cementing him as the only fighter to have ever defeated Davis. While Roach remains optimistic, the NYSAC has explained why Davis's knee was not ruled a knockdown. A spokesperson stated that a technical issue prevented them from reviewing the ninth-round incident. During the round in question, following the commission's request for the replay video, there was a technical issue preventing the commission from receiving it within the allotted time for review, the spokesperson told ESPN. This glitch forced the commission to rely on the referee's in-ring decision, allowing the fight to continue. Had the NYSAC been able to review the footage, the outcome might have shifted against Davis, potentially marking a loss on his record. Instead, it was Roach who was denied his moment of victory. Roach is now counting on the NYSAC to obtain the correct footage and re-evaluate the situation. Meanwhile, the fallout from the March 1st bout has been disastrous for Davis. Not only has it tarnished his reputation as a dominant force, but it also casts a shadow over his legacy. As the boxing world waits for the NYSAC's final decision, one thing is clear, the drama surrounding this fight is far from over.
Didn't get what the decision I want, but we didn't get a loss either, so I felt like I won it, the last couple rounds, so it's cool. Lamont is a great fighter. Hopefully I can get that rematch, because I know what I can do in a fight, but it's cool.
Meanwhile, Dan Rafael of Fight Freaks Unite revealed on Tuesday that Greg Smith, the legal representative for Lamont Roach Jr., has formally petitioned the New York State Athletic Commission, NYSAC, Executive Director Matt DeLalio in a 4-page letter. Smith is urging the NYSAC to overturn the majority draw and award Roach Jr. the victory. The NYSAC has acknowledged the controversy, stating that it is actively reviewing referee Steve Willis's contentious 9th-round call. According to the commission, technical difficulties prevented an immediate reassessment of the decision, adding fuel to the ongoing debate. Adding to the storm of reactions, Claressa Shields, who has had a less-than-friendly history with Gervonta Davis, shared her thoughts on the fight's outcome. Responding to a fan's question, in your opinion, was the fight judged correctly? Shields defended Davis from accusations that he is overrated, suggesting that his performance against Roach Jr. was more of an off night than proof of his decline. She hypothesized that external factors, such as his argument with his corner and the oil in his hair, may have influenced his performance. The arguing with the corner and the grease in his hair didn't help, said the 2-time Olympic gold medalist. Despite the controversy, Shields maintained that Davis remains a formidable and highly skilled competitor. However, based on the judges' scores and the pivotal 9th-round incident, she believes Roach Jr. deserved the victory. If one judge had tanked 115-113 and the others had it even 114-114, I believe Roach won the fight because the knee he took was 100% a knockdown, she said, while admitting it was a razor-close battle. Interestingly, Shakur Stevenson, a boxer who has been challenging Davis for a match, claimed the result played out exactly as he had predicted. After the fight, the WBC lightweight champion took to X, formerly Twitter, to reveal, "I made at least $20K tonight on Lamont." When asked who he thought won the fight, Stevenson told Fight Hub TV, "Lamont. We're going to see if the tank fight happens for him. I'm the best fighter in boxing, I've been saying this. I think he got overconfident. I think he was thinking Lamont wasn't that good. I told everybody how I thought the fight was going to go, and the fight went exactly how I said." Stevenson wasn't the only one who believed Roach won. Terence Crawford, another rival of Gervonta Davis, also made his stance clear after the match. The multi-division champion argued that Roach won and that the knee should have been ruled a knockdown. "Let's see what happens," Crawford said, echoing the sentiment that Roach had been robbed. He even referenced a famous moment from Floyd Mayweather's career, when Mayweather briefly touched the canvas during his 2001 fight against Carlos Hernandez due to an injured hand. The referee, adhering to the rules, administered a mandatory knockdown count, a stark contrast to how Willis handled Davis's knee. As Roach Jr. and his team pushed to have the ruling overturned, Floyd Mayweather's uncle, Jeff Mayweather, has also weighed in on the controversy. On the Mayweather channel, Jeff expressed his dissatisfaction with how the fight unfolded. "If you go by the rules of boxing, it was a knockdown. That's what they're doing, they're boxing, so yeah, it's supposed to count as a knockdown," he said. However, Jeff noted that Roach's punch wasn't powerful enough to knock Davis out. "One thing in boxing is that there are shots that people get hit with, and then it's a delayed reaction. I wouldn't say that because I don't think the punch was that big. It wasn't a knockout punch or anything like that," he added. Still, Jeff emphasized that Davis should have been penalized for voluntarily taking a knee. The controversy ignited when Davis shocked the crowd by taking a knee and heading toward his corner early in the 9th round. Despite what many believe should have been ruled a knockdown, referee Steve Willis allowed the fight to continue, issuing only a warning. Jeff Mayweather also criticized Willis's officiating, stating, "I think the referee made quite a few mistakes. Once Tank did what he did, he started an 8 count but stopped in the middle of it. He allowed Tank's corner to assist him without permission. There were a few things that were pretty bad in that fight." Since the bout, Willis has faced intense scrutiny, with even boxing legend Teddy Atlas taking a swipe at the New York official. Jeff Mayweather acknowledged that Willis is human and may have gotten caught up in the moment but stressed that accountability is crucial. "You've got to make him accountable for both of those situations because that's his job," he said. The backlash has been widespread. Claressa Shields tweeted, "How much they paying the ref? This is crazy." Ryan Garcia also expressed his frustration, posting on X, "Lamont won that. Not calling that knockdown is the wildest thing I've ever seen in boxing. That type of stuff makes boxing look bad." Meanwhile, Davis maintains that he was the rightful winner, claiming, "They took the fight from me and made it a draw because I did that, expletive, knee. but I landed the most punches in the fight. He didn't even hit me with a punch when I took the knee. I get it though, I shouldn't have done that, but that hair grease was burning my eyes, Davis wrote in a now deleted post on X.as. The boxing world awaits the NISAC's final decision. The controversy continues to dominate discussions. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our upcoming videos.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more exciting videos, make sure to hit the bell icon and stay updated. Subscribe to Boxing Hub now for all the latest in boxing.